So this brings back memories, doesn't it? We're all the way back here, way back in the beginning of the game at the Forest of Giants. Looking at a dead giant petrified in a tree. If you haven't noticed, I have switched up some equipment. I'm now using the, what is this thing called? The Drake Keeper Shield. I got it to +10. It's technically not really better than the old Knight Shield. They're basically about the same. The old Knight Shield has better lightning. I'm sorry, did I say? Yeah, it has better lightning, magic, and fire resistance, and slightly better stability. Like it's 2 or 3 points better stability. But this one has better dark and status effect resistance. And of course, it has a crap load more durability. And I'm a pretty little princess, so I'm going to use it for a while because it matches my gear. Really, the stability difference is minimal, and considering that the remaining primary enemies in the game that I know of that bother using magic at all use dark magic, I'm gonna go with the shield with a little better dark. And of course, it also weighs a little less, so there's that advantage too. So it's not a huge loss. They really are pretty comparable. Both of them are pretty solid. You can't do wrong with either. I think of the medium shields, this is probably the number 3 medium shield, all things considered. It's either the number 2 or number 3. But anyway, so we're here to progress the story. There's no real area left in the game. There's just, if you remember correctly, in the Giants Forest, I didn't show one of them, but it doesn't matter because you never really interact with it in a serious, meaningful way. But if you recall, there was 3 locations where you found giants fossilized in trees. This is one. The other was up on the ramparts where you fought the pursuer. I'm going there last. And the other was on the opposite side of a big drop-off. Basically, if you remember, you could walk around the outside of the edge of the wall, and you could look on the other side, and there was this scaffolding with loot, but you really couldn't get over there. It's a place where I died like 80,000 times trying to make the jump, thinking I could make it, but you can't. Well, you can get over there once you have the King's Ring, and there's one of these over there as well. And you could have seen it in the distance during the original videos here, but you couldn't actually get there. But now I have the Ashen Mist Heart gifted to me by the ancient dragon, quote unquote. Is he a dragon? Is it actually Pamela Anderson in cosplay? We don't know. But the dragon thing gave me the Ashen Mist Heart, and it allows me to enter the memory of giants. It also allows me to enter the memory of that dead dragon way back at the bottom of that other place. And this is the memory of Vamar. The only thing with memories is they're actually pretty fast, pretty short areas, but like it says, you can't reside in them for long. They're short. And here's an old buddy.
What are you doing here? You are not one of our soldiers.
You recognize the gears.
And I don't take you for a mercenary. Whoever you are, this is no battle to involve yourself in. Whether you are guided by bravery or brashness, this is no place for you.
So this is Captain Drummond, as you can tell by his armor set. He's wearing the Drangleic set. This is the guy who originally had that armor. He's the guy whose corpse you find out on the battlements. So it's, and looking at him here, I mean, we're in the far past. We're in the far past here.
Look, it was did you see that? He might be gone with you. Be gone.
So we're going to learn a gesture, and now I get Jester Maestro. He has a lot of interesting things to say, but I'm not going to listen to it all. You really need to remember here that one, again, not a lore playthrough. If you really if I sit and listen to everything a mob has to say, or a mob, Jesus Kark, character has to say, it's probably because I've never heard everything that character had to say before, or I never did that specific conversation or something. This is the part that gets a little hard. Ow! I forgot he came out of the wall. God, he's just stunning the shit out of me. See, by coming out of the wall from the very beginning, he put me in a bad way. that strong, but it's like when they get you in that little attack chain and they just keep it going, and it's like, that sucks. You know, you're kind of trapped in it. I'm going to try not to redo this area. There's really only one thing you're here for. My advice, run past all these guys. I'm going to come back and do some cleanup later, but there's really only one thing you come to these areas for. Make sure they don't follow you or not. There he is. There's the big dog. See, I do a lot more damage too, because I have better weapons in my builds. Maybe just a teensy tiny bit better. These are the guys you find when you go into that place underground. These are the type of undead you find, or type of guys you find. You're dead. That's the giant boss. Or he's like a giant captain or something. I don't know how you put it. That giant's roar just blew up a wall. I don't know why those guys fell off the roof. They really shouldn't have. Oops. I don't know how much time I have left. I really probably shouldn't have let Drummond say anything, but I felt it was only appropriate. Okay, so that's a warning that you're running out of time. That's essentially what that is. Oh no! Okay, we're gonna do this one more time. I don't want these videos to go long. This is the one where it's most likely to happen because I stopped to talk to Goofy. That's why it happened. I really shouldn't have listened to anything he had to say. This is going to be a quick one. We're not going to, like, I heavily recommend you don't try to clear these in one run because as you can see, you're very short on time. I wasn't exactly dicking around when it came to those giants. Like, I was playing it safe, but I wasn't being an idiot. Oh, why did I miss? On the bright side, you no longer have to worry about that guy popping out of the wall on you. And again, I heavily recommend just trying to flow past. Oh, they got me. I heavily recommend just trying to flow past these guys. Come on, man, run. can't follow me through here, so it don't matter what they do. So we're almost to the end here. As you'll see, this area is really not very long. We're almost to the end. There's a little bit more loot you can get, but it's nothing huge. Gotcha. That's another big dog giant. Those are the kind of giants you find in that pit underneath the, what's it called? And here we find the soul of a giant. That is the only reason you come in here. You want that soul of a giant. And I've already told you what you want that soul of a giant for. The more souls of giants you have, and supposedly more ancient dragon souls you have, of which I have one of those because I got it from the dragon's memory. The more of those you have, the more damage you can do to King Vendrick. Now, if you want to get out of here immediately, you can go ahead and talk to him. I'm just going to do a quick run through, see if I can clear up any missing stuff. There's a way you can get up. Blossom kite shield. See, that's worth going out of your way. I got a blossom kite shield. Now I can turn myself into a early 90s teen comedy about a girl who eats pizza and drinks orange juice. So now we'll go ahead and just exit out. You can just examine the giant that had the soul, and you can get out right there. So that's basically the main reason we're doing these giant memories, is to get those souls. All except one giant memory. There's one giant memory you absolutely have to do, and it's the one I'm leaving for last. So I'm going to cut here for a bit, and we'll resume at the next giant memory, which is behind a king's door. Actually, I'll probably just resume from the king's door, just so you can see that. So continuing on with our giant memory excursions, here we are in front of a king's door. I've already got the king's ring equipped. Opening the door. I'm pretty sure this is the last one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the one up on the parapets that's the last one. I don't rightly remember. We'll know in a second. If this is the wrong one, I'm gonna back out of here and we'll turn right back around. So down here there's a bonfire. This is the last bonfire in this area. I've already rested in a bonfire like 30 seconds ago, so I don't care about resting here. There's the tree. Look at it. It's big. It's a tree. It's a giant in a tree. Try beating to a pulp. That's always a good suggestion. Are you thinking there's a secret door around here? You'd be thinking wrong. This is another one of those areas where Dark Sorcerer Novlon would invade the holy hell out of you if you were someone who's silly and likes to free guys like Dark Sorcerer Novlon from their jail cells that they actually put themselves in. So here's that loot from way back at the beginning of the game. 2 times Twinkling Titanite. Nice stuff. I think there's a way you can get in there, but I don't think there's anything in there, so who really cares? So this feels dumb, as we have now basically blocked ourselves off. Fortunately, we have a permanent homeward bone in the form of the aged feather. While I'm at it, I will mention this to you. Dark Sorcerer Novlon asks for items when you take out contracts on people for him, but he never actually takes the item. You get to keep it. He just asks you to show it to him. You don't actually have to give it to him. So here we go. We'll find out if this is the right one or not real quick. I think I think this one might be the last one, and the one on the parapets is not the last one. In which case, I goofed up. Jade. Oh yeah, I goofed up. I messed up big time. Crapola. Also, am I not missing something here? Alright, well, what the hell? Come on, Captain. Help me. So Captain Drummond, if you let him talk, makes a big speech about how he's wanting to kill the King of the Giants, and the hell with all this, we're going to get our revenge. So what do you think this memory is about? Ow! I could potentially do something, by the way. Bonfire aesthetic, super useful. So yeah, while Captain Drummond's already in that showboat fighting a mob I haven't even gotten to yet. I'm busy being back here fighting a bunch of giants. Fortunately for Captain Drummond, I don't suck, so I've done that. Unfortunately, I also got to miss the giant head falling all over the place and attacking us because I was too busy. God, Drummond, Jesus. Try not to die before I even get there, man. You suck, Drummond. Yeah, this is the giant king right here. He's a tough little looking. He's not that bad, you just have to dodge his sword. This is the easiest way to fight him. Ouch. But yeah, seriously, fighting him up here is the easiest way to do this. Fighting him down below is very dangerous. No joke. Almost got myself tagged again being greedy. I did get myself tagged again being greedy. He's dead. Technically you can summon Bernhardt for that, but here's the trick. Here's the funny thing. Bernhardt's already dead anyway. Giant Lord Soul, Giant Kinship. Bernhardt's already dead anyway. Or, I'm sorry, not dead. Bernhardt's not dead. Bernhardt, I've already failed his quest because I didn't use him to kill Throne Watcher, Throne Defender, and that was the only three. There's only 4 bosses you can use him against the Count. That guy, which he almost never survives anyway, because just like Soul of a Giant, again, that's why you came here. Just like Captain Drummond, he's a suicidal lunatic and gets himself killed. Throne Watcher, Defender, which I didn't summon him for, and Looking Glass Knight, in which he died because I got a little sloppy and I took too long. So since I've already failed 2 of the 4 possible events for summoning him, it's no point anyway. So yeah, that was the second to the last boss in the game. Fun stuff, right? There's just one guy to go. But before I deal with that chap, I'm actually going to go back to Majula and spend some of these souls. And I'm back up here on the parapet where we fought the pursuer. For the final giant memory, you can see it right behind me over there, over my shoulder. And one other chap has come here to take a nappy poo. That's right, it's our good old friend Bernhardt of Jugo, who I've screwed up the summoning of and didn't help kill the Looking Glass Knight. You suck, Bernhardt.
Well, we meet again.
We meet again.
What are you doing here?
If you had talked to him first here, I think
Who'd
you
have
could
thought
summon
we'd
him
meet
for,
in a place like this?
summon him for the boss. I
Fate
think
just
that's
won't
my
let us stay apart, will she?
could be forgetting something.
See, the old sword's caught your attention. Well, you've a good eye then. That has been in my family for generations. They say it is crafted with moonlight, and we all know what that means. It wards off evil. And I wouldn't trade her for all the riches in the world.
Actually, if you do his quest,
It's said that no man has ever teased out the sword's true power. But in the right hands.
also the fact that it's a fake probably kind of sucks. That's not the real Moonlight sword. You get that sword by going into New Game Plus or by using a bonfire aesthetic to push a certain boss into New Game Plus status, causing him to respawn, and then that boss drops the soul
I see you've taken a liking to the sword.
that you can use.
Well, I applaud you, for you've a sharp eye. But this is one sword, pal. I wouldn't be giving up. If you still insist on having it, then you will have to pry it from my cold horns.
Which I could very easily kill Bernhardt. He's not that much of a threat.
I've a great debt to you, and I'll never forget it. I, Bernhardt, swear by my honor to aid you in your darkest hour, so no problem, pal.
Actually, Bernhardt can be summoned for one other boss. It's just that boss doesn't count towards the kill credit, I think. So let's finish this final giant memory up. I don't really remember this one too well. I think it actually takes place inside the castle walls. Memory of Woro. Of course, old Bernhardt of Jugo, not to be outdone, has taken up residence in the memory of Oro, saying, "Hey, I can go into giant memories too."
Oh, look at you, old friend. I see your travels way upon you yet. Just remember, I'm always ready to help.
So he's like, "Oh, I'm not going to be outdone by you. Even I can hide inside the memories of a giant." I don't think this is the right way, but we're going to go this way anyway. This time the soldiers are a little more badass, which is funny, because when you fight them, when the giants fight them, they just stomp the holy hell out of them. When you fight them, they actually are pretty aggressive, hit decently. Fading soul, but they don't acknowledge the difference between you and the other people anyway. I remember this one a bit now. So let's go ahead and use the old Pharaoh's Lockstone here. Oh, whoops. Yes, do use a Pharaoh's Lockstone, please. Stab! Another Pharaoh's Lockstone? You tried. You tried. Soul of the Hero ×3 hardcore. swear I remember there was like a snipe point here where you could snipe some dudes. Pointless ahead. Yeah, I remember this one is pointless, but I got a crap load of lockstones. I'll go ahead and do it anyway just to show it. Ow! Yeah, it shot a little blade out and it hit me in the head. That's funny. There's only one Pharaoh's Lockstone I know of off the top of my head that I might go back and do that I haven't done yet, and that's just to get a bonus poison ring. I could swear you could snipe up from here. Maybe I have to go to the next level up to do it. No, not here. Not here either. Try backstepping. Try shooting giants in the back. That dude just don't care, does he? Oh, did he just fall off and die? That's pretty funny. Let me go ahead and go back here and check real quick. Just to be sure. I do remember there was a secret door around here somewhere, I think. But it's not, again, it's not huge. There's never anything too important in these memories. That one shield I found, the Blossom Shield, is a stamina regen shield, but to me, that's not really a big deal. I don't care that much about stamina regen shields. Thought I didn't know you were there, did you? Well, you're wrong. And it's best you let the knights and the giants and everybody beat the hell out of each other if you can at all. So there's the giant I need to get to. I'm pretty sure we're going to pick it up here. I'm actually running a little low on time, so I need to hurry up. Shit. Can I survive that fall? Yeah, if I drop down there, I can. Oh no! Oh God. Okay, well, you know what? That's it for that. That's basically the giant memories. I was right there. I just dicked around. I shouldn't have bothered shooting that one guy. I should have just gone for it. That's basically the giant memories. There's a little teensy tiny bit more to get in all of them, but you basically have to just go back. You can't do everything in one because of the time limit, but you want to get all the giant memories. That's really the important thing from those. That's the most important thing. So I'm not going to make you watch me replay that to get the giant memory. I was right there. If I'd been like 2 seconds faster, I wouldn't have had that speed wagon moment. But and if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, you need to go watch some JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, because all real men watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm sorry. But I'm going to call it for here, and I'm going to go pop back in there and get that memory, and that'll be that. Next video is going to be putting those giant souls to good use, if you know what I'm saying. And then we're going to move on to the last video, because I now have the giant's kinship. This thing grants access to the throne, because the giants, each king has his rightful throne, and when he sits upon it, he sees what he chooses to see, or perhaps it's the throne which shows the king only what he wants. Because the giants were basically here to take back the throne of want from the king. Some people say they won't, but I mean, it's obvious you need the giant's kinship to access the throne of want, and the giant lord had it. There's also some lore nuts who suggest the Giant Lord is in fact the last giant at the bottom of the forest of giants and all that. But if I do a lore video, which I may when all this is said and done, I'll talk about all that then. I'm not going to talk about it here too much, other than mention that it's stuff and it's there. So thanks for watching again. Toodaloos. I'm signing off, and I'm heading back into a stupid memory to talk to Bernhardt some more and maybe get the damn soul this time.